Hello everyone, back again. Yeah, do you know, I don't know, you're not bored of me, I'm bored of myself already. Anyway, let's move on. Thai cuisine. Again, love it, love it, love it. Can't get enough of it, especially now I can eat chilli. So anyway, I went up to my mate's shop, Kevin Pete's, straight after the gym, still in my gym attire as you can see, because I didn't even realise I was filming today. So, we're doing Thai fish cakes, right? Because I've got all that ingredients in all the time, believe it or not. So did a little bit of prepping while Mickey was setting up the cameras. So without further ado, let's move on to the Thai fish cakes. I've got a piece of cod tail. Use any white fish, skinless, boneless, any kind of white fish. It really doesn't matter. You can chuck some prawns in there, salmon, whatever you want, doesn't matter. Then I've got some red Thai curry paste. Now the Thai curry paste I use, I know that's a big pot because I use it in work as well. It's a ploy curry paste. It's imported from Thailand, which means it's basically just the spices for, there's no preservatives, no nothing in, and I've pulled some of it out. Coconut oil, coriander, that's the fish cakes. Them 4 ingredients, that's the actual fish cakes. What I like to eat with it, I don't like rice or anything like that. So I've got some shredded cabbage, some green beans, and that's it for the fish cakes. Now for the sauce, because I like cooking my own sauces because I don't like preservatives. I like to cook clean and I like to know what's in it. But if you want to put a sweet chilli sauce on, you know, that's your ball game. Me personally, I'd like to show you how I cook a nice herby, fresh, spicy, sweet chilli sauce. In that sauce, we have got coconut oil, ginger and garlic together. Now, same amount, and the reason why I put them in together is because you cook them together. Then there's your chilli. I've got some coriander and some chives just to stir in at the end. But without further ado, let's all say it together. Let's get on the pans. Let's do it. Dead excited about this one. So anyway, we've got our little blitzer here. So, watch how simple this is. Fish in. Let me get some space. Curry paste, for this amount of fish cakes, I'd say about that much. I'll try to show you, about a teaspoon of curry paste. Got all over my hands now. It's taking my hands all red. So about a teaspoon of curry paste. Don't put the coriander in yet. Lid on. Blitz. Now, usually when I've got all this lot ready for you, because I want to show you that how easy it is. So that's it, it's just blended. So it's gone into like a fish kind of paste, but lump of coriander and just on a lower setting, just pulse. Because I don't want the coriander blitzing, but I just want it stirred in through. So, let's get rid of this. Get it all over me. Now as you can see, there we go, fish paste, coriander through it. Here's the tip for you. Put that in the fridge for 1 hour, right? So put it in the fridge for an hour. If we can find space, put it in the fridge for an hour. And what happens is, at the minute it's a bit fluffy, should we say. Give it an hour and it firms up and it's easier to play with. And then we've got this, see, now it's easier. So in the pan, some coconut oil. And by the way, we're going to use this coconut oil in a minute to stir fry the veggies as well, because I do not waste anything, right? So coconut oil, let's get rid of that. Another little tip, wet your hands. Just wet your hands. A lot of people put oil on them. Nah, forget that. Just a little bit of water. And then it stops the fish cake sticking to your hands. I usually pick about, say, size of a squash ball, maybe bigger. Not as big as a golf ball, squash ball, which is a good portion. And then in they go. Nice and simple. Roll them in a ball. Squeeze the air out of them as well, you know, between your palms. And then flat them in the palm of your hand. Put them in. I'm going to do 3 today. Squeeze the air out of them. Roll them. Flatten them. There you go. 3 decent size fish cakes, which will make a decent sized lunch, I promise you. Make a decent sized lunch. Let's get this out of the way. Wash my hands again. Wrecking the place as I go. Right, so in go the fish cakes. See that water fly in the air? In go the fish cakes. That really is a difficult bit, believe it or not. That's like the difficult bit. Now they're cooking nicely. Let me just turn this up a little touch. Now, in a pan at the back here, I'm going to do the sauce. Now this is quite easy to do. So in the sauce, in goes the coconut oil. And I wait for that to melt. Right, so let me turn this up because I've only had it on low just to keep the pan warm. So I'll turn it up. Now, the main thing with this the main thing with this sauce is you extract the fragrance out of all the stuff you're using rather than overcook them as such, you know what I mean? So I want it to be really fragrant oil, but I want the ginger to have a little bit of bite to it, the garlic to have a little bit of bite to it because it's a sauce. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of sweet and sour in it. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar, which is very good for you, and some Manuka honey, which is very good for you. I think if you buy a lot of these sweet chili sauces and things like that, they put a lot of preservatives, additives in and things like that. But if you want to do that, your ball game, you know what I mean? I just like to make everything my own from scratch. So, here we go. Coconut oil's melted. Love the smell. As soon as you hit the pan with ginger and garlic, then your chilli, straight away I'm back in Thailand. Honestly, back in Thailand. Used to ride my moped everywhere. And like, you're riding down the streets in Thailand and you go past a market or something like that, you smell barbecue and this cooking. You know, you can smell the garlic and the chilli. Oh, unbelievable. One of my favourite places in the world. This is why I'm doing this full series on Thai cuisine, which I absolutely love. So anyway, the sauce is on the go. These are going to be put in at the end. I'm just going to soften the ginger, the garlic and things like that. By the way, the fish cakes, leave them alone. Just keep an eye on them, just leave them alone. I've got another pan on the go here, and this is for the cabbage. Right, now the cabbage is shredded, and I just want to stir fry it a little bit, you know, just to soften it, because I don't want like a salad with it. I want the cabbage. It tastes nice wilty cabbage. Anyway, let's move on, Jay. Stop waffling. So here we go. The sauce, that's kind of breaking down nicely. A good splash of cider vinegar. Now, I don't want it to be vinegary, if you know what I mean. Excuse the thing. But I want it to taste like tart, and then about a tablespoon of my old friend Manuka honey. So, as you can see, it's honey. Basically, everything that's in there is good for you. Manuka honey, great for you. Cider vinegar, great for you. Garlic, fantastic for you. Ginger, unbelievable. So it's in every herbal remedy there is. Chili, really, really good for you. So it's a win-win. Do you understand what I mean? It's a win-win. And by the way, for what it takes to cook it, just give it a go, man. You know what I mean? Just give it a go. Now, these fish cakes are nicely on the way now. And as you can see, they've got like a nice little golden colour on them. Now, with it being cod's quite a delicate fish. So with it being cod, you don't want to intensify the heat. Nice and gently do it and give it a nice little crust. Happy days, that's where you want to be. Now, excuse me, I've got to jump in my cupboard because I've got to go and get some coconut oil because I've used it all, because I love it. Like, I love coconut oil, so bear with. Right, so here we go, a little bit more coconut oil. See, I always think that I'm way ahead of the curve like that, so I go to Mickey. Right, got everything, got it, right, let's go. Never have. Always forget something. By the way, you see this Thai fish cake kind of mixture, should we call it? Let me tell you what is a belter and an absolute belter of a dish, right? If you fancy a burger, mould it into a big one, and make a Thai fish burger out of it with some of all of these ingredients, like the shredded cabbage on it. Make a burger, and I swear to God, I've cooked on a barbecue now. Absolutely delicious. I do this in my, obviously I've got a meal prep company, everyone knows that, but I do these Thai fish cakes in my meal prep company, and everyone goes mental for them all the time, because they're delicious, they're fresh. Now, the Thai fish cakes in Thailand are little disky things like that. I don't like that, I like a big chunk, you know what I mean? Now, the sauce is coming down nicely now. Now, I don't know if you can see it making me up there. There we go, look at the sauce, see? It's starting to take on a beautiful colour. And this is a real puncher dipping sauce. Right, so, in this pan over here, bit of cabbage. Now, anyone who's anyone knows about fried cabbage. I do Savoy cabbage, fried, and I love it. I love a fried cabbage because you kind of singe the edges a little bit, and it softens it down a bit so it's not got as much bite, and I love it. I think it's delicious. Now, these fish cakes are almost there. Stick them to the side of the pan, and then some green beans, you know, a little handful in the pan as well. Again, just gives them a lovely bit of flavour. Take the sauce off. Take the sauce off. We more or less have it. While it's really hot, I put the coriander in, because then the coriander will wilt a little bit. The coriander will wilt a little bit, which is what I want as well. Right, you see how it's starting to catch the cabbage? I don't want to take it like too far. I just want it to singe the edges. Singe the edges. I'm going out for dinner tonight and my mind's on that, so apologies if I'm doing a rubbish video today. Let's get back to business, ignore me. Let's get back to business. So anyway, some nice fried cabbage, get it on your plate as so. Presentation and all that lot don't really matter. This is a lovely lunch. It doesn't matter which way you cook it. Just make sure you do it exactly as how I have, with the right spices, and trust me, you're going to be on a winner. You're going to be on a winner. So here we go. Let's get all this off. Let's get all this off. And can. Right. So here we go. Thai fish cakes, wilted cabbage, some green beans on the side. Now this sauce now, I'm just going to put some nice chives in. Now what the chives does, it freshens it out a little bit. It's sort of like, if you put them in too early, it's like they cook a little bit. Now, there we go. Let me get rid of this. There we go. Lovely, lovely sauce. Now with this sauce, you can either put it all across the lot, dip, whatever you want to do. But as simple as that, from start to finish, you got Thai fish cakes, you got a nice wilted cabbage, you got some green beans that I've cooked in the same sauce as the same pan as the fish cakes, because the flavour of the red curry will go into the sauce and so on. And that's it, a nice simple sauce. Now, there we go. How simple is that? Get that cooked. Now, let's stop messing about, ladies and gentlemen. Get on the pans, cook for your loved ones, cook for everyone. There we go. Have a lovely day. The sun is out. God bless you.